In 1975, a Hollywood talent agent launched a business that would eventually generate millions of dollars in revenue. Within 2 decades, he would be legally stripped of the right to use his own name or face to sell a single cookie. At the time, the American snack market relied on shelf-stable, mass-produced brands like Chips Ahoy. These products were engineered for longevity, filled with preservatives to survive months on a supermarket shelf. For consumers, the choice was binary: either bake at home or buy a chemically preserved box. There was no middle ground for a high-quality boutique product. Amos identified a specific opening for a brand that emphasized small batch quality and premium ingredients over maximum shelf life. He opened his first storefront on March 10, 1975. The location on Sunset Boulevard was surrounded by strip clubs and street workers, but it placed him in the immediate orbit of A&M Records. Before he was a baker, Wally Amos was the first Black talent agent at the William Morris Agency. He treated his cookies like a new discovery, marketing the product with the same intensity he used for his celebrity clients. He raised $25,000 from his entertainment industry contacts to fund the launch. This included $10,000 from Marvin Gaye and significant backing from singer Helen Reddy. Amos used his agency background to generate hype, throwing block parties that attracted figures like Muhammad Ali. He even gave his cookies headshots, stamped with record label logos to make the product a part of Hollywood pop culture. The store earned $300,000 in its first year. Placements in luxury retailers like Macy's and Bloomingdale's soon followed, positioning the cookie as a gourmet status symbol. By 1982, Famous Amos was a national operation with over 70 retail outlets and $12 million in annual revenue. By combining a personal brand with an artisanal product, Amos established the template for the premium cookie category. But the brand's high visibility hid a precarious financial reality. By 1985, despite $10 million in sales, the business was failing. While revenue remained high, the company reported a $300,000 operating loss. Rapid expansion and mismanagement created a cash flow crisis. To keep the company solvent, Amos raised capital by diluting his personal equity. With each funding round, his ownership stake grew smaller. In February 1985, Amos reached a breaking point. He sold a majority controlling stake to the Bass brothers for $1.1 million. When a founder prioritizes brand promotion over operational stability, they often lose the equity required to remain in control of their own company. Following the sale, the company entered a cycle of rapid corporate flipping. It passed from the Bass brothers to an investment group in late 1985, and then to the Bear brothers in 1987. In 1988, the Shansley Group acquired the entire company for less than $3 million. The new management began a program of aggressive cost-cutting. They targeted the retail boutiques, closing the high-rent storefronts that had built the brand's reputation. The production process was industrialized. The original recipe, which relied on fresh butter and real vanilla, was replaced with shelf-stable ingredients suited for high-speed factory lines. The product was repositioned for the low-price market. Famous Amos cookies were moved out of boutiques and into warehouse clubs, fast food menus, and vending machines. By removing the fresh ingredients and the independent storefronts, corporate owners successfully converted a boutique brand into a mass-market commodity. In 1991, Wally Amos attempted a comeback. He launched a new company to sell hazelnut cookies under his own name. The Shansley Group immediately sued for trademark infringement, arguing that Amos no longer had the right to use his own name to sell food. Amos lost the case. The court order forbade him from using his name, his likeness, or even his signature Panama hat in any future food venture. He was forced to rebrand his new effort as Uncle No Name, a literal reference to the fact that his own name was now corporate property. The legal system had successfully separated the founder from his identity, transforming his face and name into a business asset he no longer controlled. Once the founder was removed, the valuation of the brand increased rapidly. In 1992, the Shansley Group sold the company to President Baking for $61 million. That $61 million price tag was 55 times what Amos had received for his controlling stake. The brand moved through larger conglomerates until Kellogg absorbed the entire portfolio in a $3.8 billion acquisition. And in the year 2019, the brand was sold once again, this time to the Ferrero Group for $1.3 billion. The brand Wally Amos pioneered remains a billion-dollar entity, yet the man who built it was entirely extracted from the machinery of its success. His story remains the primary case study for how a name can become a commodity long after the founder is gone.